Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome back to your chemistry class. Hope all of you are very fine and done my previous classes. Before starting class, at first follow the pictures. Can you guess anything? What will be today's topic? Yes, you think correctly. Today I will discuss about melting, boiling and cooling process. So let's start the class. At first, melting. What is melting? The process in which a solid substance is melted, that is converted into its liquid state due to applying heat, is called melting. That means melting is a process of conversion of solid state to liquid state. Follow this picture. Here this is a candle, and you know that candle at first is in solid state, and when we light a candle, then what will happen? Some part of candle is melted due to heat and falling down, isn't it? So through the melting process, a solid substance is mainly converted into its liquid state. Now, melting point. At a certain pressure, the temperature at which a solid substance is melted is called its melting point. That means at a certain pressure, the temperature at which a solid substance starts to convert into its liquid state, that specific temperature is known as melting point. Melting point is actually a specific temperature. For each pure substance, melting point is fixed. For example, the melting point of ice is 0 degree centigrade. That means the melting point of pure ice is 0 degree centigrade. Follow the picture. Here, this is the ice, and ice is already melted. And follow the reading of thermometer. It starts to melt at 0 degree centigrade. It is melted at 0 degree centigrade. So the melting point of ice is 0 degree centigrade. That means at 0 degree centigrade temperature, solid ice starts to melt, that is converted into its liquid state. Now another example, the melting point of solid wax is 57 degree centigrade, although it depends on the type of wax. That means there are different types of wax. For this, the melting point of wax is actually depend on the type which you used. So 57, but its melting point must be below the 100 degree centigrade. So its melting point varies from 57 to below 100 degree centigrade. Now another example, the melting point of edible salt is 801 degree centigrade. Edible salt means the salt which you are taken in your meal. So the melting point of that salt is 801 degree centigrade. So these melting points are actually fixed for that substance. For this, the melting point is considered as the scale of purity. That means if you want to identify the purity of any substance, so you have to determine the melting point of that substance. If it is match with its melting temperature, or if it is show the melting temperature correctly, then you think that it is pure substance. For example, if you want to determine if you want to judge your bought salt is pure or not pure and impurities may be present there. So you can, if it is possible, then you can determine the melting point. Although it is not so possible at home because this temperature is so high, but if it is possible, then you can, if you determine the melting point of salt, and if you get 801 degrees centigrade, then in that time you will be sure that your salt is 100% pure. So when we want to judge the purity of any substance, if we determine the melting point of that substance, then we will easily justify its purity. So this is the melting point. Now follow this picture of determination of melting point of solid wax. That means in this class you will see how can we determine the melting temperature of solid wax. For this you have to set an arrangement like this way. This is a test tube, this is thermometer, and this is stand, and here you have to keep the test tube in a water bath. For this you have to use a beaker, and inside the beaker you have to take some water, and then you have to heat the beaker, and you have to take your sample of candle wax, solid wax, inside this test tube, and then when you will apply heat to the beaker, then after some time you will see the solid wax is melted, and like the thermometer, use thermometer giving you the reading. And my dear students, you follow here, you cannot give heat to the solid wax directly. Why? Because you know that wax is actually flammable substance. For this you cannot give heat directly. If you give heat directly, it directly reacts with the atmospheric oxygen. For this you will not get the temperature at which it is melted. For this we have to give heat to the wax indirectly through this system. So let's see the experiment. So what is our objective? To measure the melting point of candle wax, and for this experiment we need some apparatus, and they are candle, water, knife, Bunsen burner, thermometer, glass beaker, wire gauze, test tube, retort stand. Now follow the experiments. At first you have to, using knife, you have to make small pieces of candle wax. Then you have to insert this wax inside a test tube, and then you have to set the test tube using a stand in a beaker filled with water. Now you have to insert a thermometer inside the test tube of wax. Now in this way you have to arrange the apparatus. Now you have to light the Bunsen burner. You can use here any other flammable source, that is spirit lamp. Now follow on the dear students, the wax is already melted due to heat. Again follow, press solid wax, then it is melted. The temperature at which our candle was melted was approximately 70 degrees centigrade, because the melting point depends the type of wax used. It is important to note that we use a water bath to heat the candle wax, because candle wax is a flammable and should therefore not be heated directly. The boiling point of water is higher than the melting point of candle wax, which means that temperatures that are high enough to melt the candle wax can be reached using a water bath. and the melting point of the candle wax depends on the type of wax that is being used, and the melting point in our experiment is 70 degree centigrade. So my dear students, like this way we will done the experiment. We will determine the melting point of wax. Now we will see boiling process. What is boiling? The process in which a liquid substance is boiled, that is converted into its gaseous state due to applying heat, is called boiling. So the boiling is the process of conversion of liquid substance to its gaseous state. Follow this picture. Here water is boiled and follow their bubbles are creating and already it is converted into its gaseous state. So boiling is the process of conversion of liquid state to gaseous state. And boiling point, at a certain pressure, the temperature at which a liquid substance is boiled is called its boiling point. So boiling point is actually a temperature in which a liquid substance is converted into its gaseous state. That temperature is called boiling point. Like melting point, for each pure substance, boiling point is also fixed. For example, the boiling point of water is 100 degree centigrade. You can measure it at home. And the boiling point of edible salt is 1465 degree centigrade. So if your salt is pure, so it will boil at 1465 degree centigrade. For this it is also considered as the scale of purity. And boiling point we can measure not only for solid substance, also for liquid substance. So some liquid substance, to justify its purity, we can easily do it through the determination of their boiling point. Now follow the picture. This is boiling point determination of water process. Here this arrangement is needed. This is test tube. Inside the test tube we will take the pure water and its pure water, and we will use here some pumic stone. Actually pumic stone we will use to resist the bumping, and also there is a thermometer, and this is called delivery tube. Why do we use this delivery tube? Because we close the mouth of the test tube, so when the water is boiled, then there will be created water vapor, and to pass this water vapor through this pipe we will use this delivery tube, and water vapor actually coming through this pipe, and due to temperature decreasing it will again converted into its liquid state and gather here. So like this way we can easily determine the boiling point of water. Now let's see the experiment. Boiling point of water. For this needed distilled water, beaker, thermometer, spatula, pumic stone, stand with club, and Bunsen burner. Now follow the process. At first we will take a test tube with some distilled water. Then we will use some pumic stone to the test tube to resist the bumping of boiling water. Now we will set a 2-hole cork at the mouth of the test tube, and through one hole we will insert a thermometer, and through the another hole we will set a delivery tube. Like this way we will set a delivery tube. One end will be inside the test tube, another end will be in the beaker. Now we will set the Bunsen burner and heat the test tube uniformly. Now follow the reading of the thermometer. when it reaches 100 degrees centigrade, then our water already starts boil, and that was T1 temperature 100 degrees centigrade. Now when the temperature constant remaining constant, that temperature we will measure, and that will be also 100 degree centigrade T2. Now we will fill up our table. Starts boiling 100 degree centigrade, continue to boil 100 degree centigrade, so our boiling point of water is also 100 degree centigrade. Like this way we will done this experiment. That means we can easily determine the boiling point of water. Now we will follow the next picture. Can you guess? Here water is water and others are all ice. That means this is a cooling process. What is cooling process? The process in which a liquid substance is converted into its solid state due to cool or decreasing temperature is called cooling. So in this process, liquid substance actually convert into its solid state due to decreasing temperature. Now cooling point. At a certain pressure, the temperature at which a liquid substance is converted into its solid state is called its cooling point. And for each pure substance, melting point and cooling point is quantitatively same. Why? Because the melting point, that means the temperature at which solid substance converted into its liquid state, and cooling point is also the temperature at which the reverse process is done. That means liquid substance is converted into its solid state. For this, those two temperatures actually the same temperatures. For example, the cooling point of water is 0 degree centigrade. That means at 0 degree centigrade, solid ice is melted, and at the same temperature, that is 0 degree centigrade, the water is again converted into ice. For this, for all pure substance, its melting temperature and cooling temperature will be same. So the cooling temperature of liquid wax is also 57 degree centigrade, and the cooling temperature of melted edible salt is also 801 degree centigrade. So hope all of you are clearly understand why the melting point and cooling point of a same substance is same, because these are actually same temperature, same types of conversion. The melting is the conversion of solid to liquid at the specific temperature, that is melting point, and cooling point at the specific temperature where that liquid substance again converted into its solid state. So that marginal temperature through passing solid at first converted into liquid or liquid converted into solid, that marginal temperature is actually the melting point or cooling point. For this temperature is actually same for a same substance. Now follow an experiment of cooling. Previously, when we have done the experiment of melting determination of wax, in that time we have obtained that test tube, and now again we use this test tube in a water bath. For this we have to boil some water at first like this way, then we will insert that test tube. Already our solid wax again melted, totally melted. We will totally melt at first the solid wax due to using the water bath. Then we will, to decrease temperature, we will remove test tube from the water bath and keep it at rest using a stand like this way. Now temperature is decreasing, and you will follow the thermometer. Here temperature is decreasing. Follow here, temperature is decreasing, and in melting determination we have seen our melting temperature of solid wax was 70 degree centigrade. So its cooling temperature, again we obtain this cooling temperature is also 70 degree centigrade. Like this way we obtain the cooling temperature. So today up to this, goodbye everybody.